Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure today to introduce Shayne Letford, partner at the award winning General Contractor and Custom Home Builder team at Lower Coast Building Group. They are known for their diverse range of experience and reputation for timely, clear communication. So it's no wonder why they consistently deliver the best possible home renovations. Shayne, thank you for joining us today.
Katy, thank you so much for the warm welcome. What an introduction. I can't believe we're finally at that stage.
I know, right? Well, I mean, how many people write award winning in their bios? But for you guys, it's definitely true. Every time there's a custom home builder award, you guys are nominated and or winning. So congratulations and thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank you.
taking
Yeah, this year was a good year for us.
time out of your busy schedule. I know you guys are extremely busy. So let's get right to it. What are some of the best spring makeovers for this year? What's hot? What's interesting? What are people asking for?
Yeah, awesome. That's a great question. Maybe the world is normalizing a little bit now. So things are going from the outside renovations, where they're specializing in new pools, new decks, updating landscaping and stuff, and it's really moving towards more of the interior items this year. So what we're seeing is people, really wanting to focus on getting the inside of their home dialed and maybe even possibly for sale. Even though we are kind of in a little bit of a slower market, there's a lot less inventory on that market right now, and we're actually seeing people calling us to prep for those items.
Well, that's awesome because everyone's asking where the sellers are. And I thought it was because everyone had dialed up the inside of their homes, so they didn't want to leave. But you're saying it could actually be the opposite. They're wanting to ready it for sale.
I think so, yeah. So most of our calls now are coming in for kitchens, bathrooms, flooring, paint, items like this. Generally, when we're getting those inquiries, to us, that's really what's selling a home. Is getting those items done. People are wanting more turnkey now, unless you're a builder, a developer, where you're wanting the worst house on the nicest block type of thing. But right now, people are wanting more of the opposite, where they don't want to do renovations. They want it to be renovated for them.
Yeah. Now, what are some of the best renovations that add value to your home? Obviously, if you're putting money in, it has value. But where are some of the best values in those updates?
Absolutely. Yeah, we get asked this all the time. So right now there's a lot of government grants out there for like energy efficient appliances, updating to heat pumps or what have you. These are huge selling features. And also you're getting a big rebate back from the government. Other thing is that people are looking for car chargers. Like car chargers are such a big thing right now where they don't want to spend the 15 or 18 or 200 or 2 grand on doing this. They just want it to be installed prior to them getting there. But what I'm always telling clients, especially once they've kind of ticked off those smaller items, is kitchen, bathroom, flooring, and paint. These are what sells homes.
Hmm. So these, I mean, even on a basic or simple renovation, these small improvements can improve the list price. So if you
Abs-
put in a certain amount, you're going to get that back plus. Hope.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with flooring is nobody really wants to do a flooring job. It's pretty taxing on lifestyle. Essentially you're moving everything to one side of the house or out of the house, and then you're moving it all over to the other side. It is tough to live through a flooring project. It's tough to live without a kitchen. So these items here are really, I would say, an essential part of capitalizing on a builder and building costs.
Yeah. I always tell my clients, move out, rent another place if you're doing your kitchen. It is a divorce maker. It's like the
Yeah.
heart of the home. So tell me, what are some of the benefits of working with a custom home builder? Like, what do you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, custom is really the big word. So when you're working with a certified custom home builder, you're really able to put your imagination into play. There's a lot of builders that just go out and build spec homes all the time, and it's really like, plug and play cookie cutter homes, maximizing profit for minimizing costs. For us, we're a full custom team, so we believe in taking your imagination and creating your dream home. Whether it's whether you still want that square box or whether you want that massive 10,000 square foot place in West Van.
Mhm. Mhm. So you can take each piece of the puzzle as dreamed up and engage with the client to basically bring it to life. So if I have an idea, do you have the designer, the architects, all the trades, all the pieces of the puzzle, and you can coordinate all of that for me?
Absolutely, yeah. We're, I guess, what you call the one-stop shop, and by that I mean like we have architects that we work with all the time. We have designers that we love to work with as well. We have an in-house junior assistant designer that can help with the millwork design, the flooring choices, and so on and so forth. So really, we're able to give our clients the full package experience by not having to ship too much of it outside.
Yeah. Now, why would someone choose Lower Coast over another custom home builder that they might have also heard about?
Yeah, it's a great question, and there are a lot of great builders out there. I think there's a few things that we especially got going for us this year. We're a national award winning construction company for best condo renovation under 300 grand. So that's just showing you that like even though you might not have the $1 million budget like some of our clients,
Mhm.
you can still get a really good renovation for 300,000.
Mhm.
We did a full gut reno in that circumstance just to kind of give your listeners, you know, a pinpoint. Other things like we're a full transparency company, so every week you're going to get an invoice from us. All the like the bills and the receipts are going to be attached to that invoice. You're getting a full time card that is GPS stamped for all of our employees, so that that when they're clocking in, they're on site. When they're clocking out, they're leaving site. And really, what we do is we're invoicing every week so that clients can adjust on the fly. For instance, if we're a little bit under budget and you always wanted that $4,000 chandelier, maybe you splurge for it. Or, hey guys, we're running a little bit on the tighter side because of unforeseen circumstances. Maybe you don't buy that $4,000 chandelier and we get that $2,000 chandelier. But what the feedback that we're getting from clients is because the budget update is only ever 7 days behind, they're allowed or they can basically adjust on the fly.
Mhm. It prevents any surprises as well and gives, as you say, that word transparency. So it doesn't make anyone feel as though, hey, wait a second, I would have chosen this over that. Had I known that we were going over in one area, I could have advised to go under in another. And that's time consuming for you doing that on a weekly basis. So I guess that's where the true custom and handheld award winning pieces come in, right? Where you're getting rewarded for the work that you're doing.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we've got a very large staff now too. So we've got 23 members out in the field, all employee based, as well as anywhere between 5 to 6 people in the office at any given time. And what it really comes down to is, we've learned how to deal with some efficiencies, and hopefully it's the right way of doing things. Like I think our clients are liking it so far. You get a $500 bill at the end instead of $120,000 bill saying, "Oh, here's 6 weeks worth of invoices."
Yeah.
So,
Not a great way to do it. So who is your ideal client? Like pin it up on the wall, dream board it. Who would you like to work with?
yeah, yeah. I mean, we specialize really in that $300,000 to $700,000 mark. Like that's my bread and butter. I know my partners kind of like the bigger stuff where we've got a 4 unit development which is going to be 3.5 million this year. So really, I mean, we're focusing on more of the residential stuff at the moment. I do believe new builds are kind of settled down a little bit, but at the same time, like I'm designing to build my own house next year. Um, so it really, my ideal client really is the person who's thinking 3 months ahead and wants to do a proper planning procedure for their project. not the person who basically just came in and said, "Let's go tomorrow."
So somebody who's ready, willing to work with you, and has the money to spend, regardless of what the project size is. But
Exactly. Yeah.
oh, awesome. Anything else we should know about you or Lower Coast Building Group?
I mean, not really. To be honest, yeah, we're custom home builders. We do large scale and medium scale renovations, and we're definitely looking to expand our territories more into a bit of Vancouver because I know we've been focused on the North Shore for so long now. So
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of business. Real estate's been pretty hot for a while now. So
it's been pretty hot for sure.
no shortage. But if you have a great project, please feel free to reach out to Shayne and his team at Lower Coast. And I'm sure he'd like to have a conversation with you about it. So we'll include Shayne's contact information in all of our show notes and link to his website. So do feel free to reach out to him directly or to myself as well for a personal introduction. Thank you again, Shayne, for taking the time. I know how busy you are, and for speaking to everyone today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Katie, for having me.
My pleasure.